Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell for this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts about a new face palette that came out from Tarte, and it is the Cheeky Claymate face palette. It's this right here, as you can tell, and it comes with a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And I've worn this a bit to kind of get a feel about it, and I've also done some research. So if there's nothing else for me to say, then let's get started. As you can tell, my face is a little plain right now. I did do my brows. I actually did put on foundation and I put on concealer. I am going to demonstrate for you how these products work and my thoughts about them. But first, let me give you some background really quick about this face palette. So it's $19. With Tarte, they've come out with other face palettes. With this one, it seems to be more on the more affordable side with this brand. I think looking at their website, there is one other face palette, I think from Sugar Rush, their other line that they have, and it's about $17, I believe. So this one is just a couple of dollars above it, and it is a pocket-sized blush, highlighter, and bronzer face palette. So you can kind of see it's more on the smaller size based on my hand. You can kind of see that it's smaller here, and it's quite a bit of product, I will say. And I do like the way that it is designed so that you have enough to pick up with your brush to then apply on your face. So I will say that I do like the design of how it looks. It says that the blush and bronzer are matte, which they are, and of course the highlighter is not, which you do want that. It delivers an effortless and natural radiance to give you more of a natural looking kind of appearance on your skin. It has a buttery soft texture. It is made with the Amazonian clay for better, longer, and truer wear as you're using it and as you're wearing it throughout the whole time. I will say this, that this face palette does have a scent to it. It is vanilla. So if this is something that if you don't want scents in your products, you may want to steer away from this. But I don't mind the smell so much. I actually like the smell of vanilla, so I'm all for it. I actually like that. It says that it can give you an all-day wear, and it is dermatologist tested. So with this face palette itself, it's definitely pocket feel. It is, I noticed when I was looking at this how small it was, but I again see the use of wanting to have it being a smaller size. So if you were to travel, if you are during this pandemic, this definitely would be something that you could take with you. Now, just really quick, so I'm going to now show you how these products sit on my skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply the bronzer first. I do agree on the texture. It is a very soft, buttery texture, and it's just really nice. And I can say that it glides on really well with what is in here. The color does come on my skin, and that's something that I tend to have more of an issue with bronzers, is just the actual color showing up. So it's very subtle in the beginning, but as I work it more and apply more to it on my skin, I do notice that it does show up, and it does blend out really nice. It's really, like I said, it is a very subtle kind of look to it, but you can tell right away, where I don't have it here versus where I do. So you can kind of tell that it shows up. It's, like I said, subtle. It does, but it's subtle. And I can tell where I've placed it. I do say this, for someone with my skin tone, I kind of do have to add a little bit more to kind of give that look. And you can see right there just how well it blends in. It's just really nice and subtle. It does have a natural look to it. I'm glad that it's matte. I don't want shiny bronzer because I'm already going to get that with the highlighter and the blush. I kind of prefer not to have it be shimmery and more of a matte kind of finish, which is what this one is. I forgot to mention the name of each of these. So for the highlighter, the name is Light of My Life. I feel like it's very appropriate for that name. Then the blush is Got Me Blushin'. And then for the bronzer is Soulmate. For me, bronzers, I tend to like a little bit more on the darker side, just because, like I said, I need something to stand out a little bit more. For this though, I think it works pretty well. It's very subtle, like I said, as I've been saying, how nice and just natural looking it is. So now for the blush is very pigmented, so I strongly recommend you use a light hand. So I'm just going to do a very light dip just to kind of get some on here, and then I'm going to just place the blush just very lightly on here. Okay, so like I said, a light hand, don't want to go too heavy. So you can kind of see it's very light, very flush of color kind of look to it. You definitely will get a lot, like I said, you want to be careful with the pigmentation and how intense the blush can be on your cheeks. I did it once and it just was so overpowering, and I didn't seem to dip that much, but even then it was very surprising how much it did that. So just a warning, be nice to the blush. Now for the highlighter, this highlighter is very, it has more kind of a little, it definitely has a white kind of look to it, but don't be afraid of it. It's very subtle. It blends really nice. It's not so strong on the cheeks with the color, in the fact that because it looks kind of like a kind of a whitish kind of look to it on the pan. But when you actually put it on, it's more of a softer, more leaning towards more of a gold kind of effect to it. Very shimmery light color to it. This one you can be a little more stronger with it. You can go with a little heavier hand if you like. It's not, the effect of it is not more of a wet kind of look, but more of a just a look that gives you that you have some glow on your skin without actually it being so strong and kapow kind of to your face, you know? So it's very subtle. It's just this really nice, soft, beautiful look and glow to it. I've actually used this kind of as an eyeshadow one other time, and I just kind of put it in the center of my eyes, and it just gave a really nice, beautiful, subtle reflection to the eyelids. It wasn't that wet look or very strong. It's just a very subtle, nice glow. So that's pretty much what these look like. It's just this really nice, soft, natural effect to the skin. It's very clean and beautiful. You can't go wrong with these. Like I said, $19. It's not a bad price. I know that there are other face palettes. I mean, I might use this specific palette, but honestly, I kind of prefer going to Physicians Formula. I mean, they make fairly good face palettes. Wayland's, I still gravitate towards that. The bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter just work so nice on my skin tone, and they just work really well and effortless on my skin. So I very much enjoy using that. This, I mean, you could definitely get it. It's not terrible. I'm not like in love with it. I don't hate it. It's kind of in the middle for me. It's a so-so palette. So if you're definitely interested in checking that out, you can definitely get it at Ulta Beauty or at tartecosmetics.com. You can pick it up for yourself. I know with Tarte, they are offering right now, when this video is out, they are offering free shipping on this specific palette. So, I mean, hey, you can save yourself a few dollars if you choose to go through Tarte. But I hope this video gave you some information, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And I hope you're having a great day, great week, great weekend. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.